Hey everybody, my name is Rachel Jones and I am here with you to share about effective inviting. And I'm so excited that you have made it where you are so far. So it tells me if you've made it to Elite and you're going to try to go to Premier now, that you are expert at this. But I'm going to give you a couple extra tips to add to your toolbox. I'm excited to share with you some of the great things that I've learned over the years of sharing the doTERRA essential oils. So one of the tips I have for you is never leave home without your oils. Because guess what? Like, this is an essential oil business, and if we don't have essential oils to share, we don't have oils to give them an experience. And that's the main thing. And we lead with our product in doTERRA. And so when I leave, I make sure I even, check my purse, check my pockets, my bags, my gym bag, whatever it is. I'm going on a bike ride. I'm filling up my bags with samples. And what samples would that be? You've got the little, quarter dram or 5/8 dram bottles. You've got the deep blue rub samples, you've got toothpaste samples, you've got hair conditioner and shampoo samples, you've got the little Healthy Can Be Simple tool. That's an amazing tool to have to be able to give them a little bit more information about how to use the oils and their specific needs. And so having these on hand, readily available, you're able to hand them to them when you make you invite somebody to a class or you are just running into somebody at the store. For instance, I was up mountain biking and this was a great experience to share Deep Blue, right? Because we're all up on top of the mountain and I have put my Deep Blue little sample packet right in my little bag that I have on my bike, and I was able to give them an immediate sample when I built a relationship first, obviously. So when we're actually sharing, we want to make sure that we're building the relationship first. I'm not going to just jump in front of them and be like, "Here's the sample." I just want to hey, how are you? What's your name? Where are you from? What do you do? All those types of things are going to help you to gain friendship, they're going to feel comfortable around you. And so those little things, the little teeny things are going to help you to gain more repertoire and trust. And you want people to trust you, not just about that you want to sell your oils to them and make money off of them. So it's about building relationships. So it's really important to remember that piece in effective inviting. So by putting your stuff in your bag, you're being strategic. By, talking to them, asking them about, where they work or what they do, most likely they, return the same question of what do you do? So you get to say, actually, I share essential oils. And what are essential oils? Well, we can go into that. And so you get to share with them and say, you know what, I actually have some right here. You can actually experience it immediately. Drop the oil on their hand, ask them if it's okay if you share with them the oil, tell them what to do with it. I mean, you guys know this by now. I think you're pros at that point. But just making sure that you have the tools necessary to share effectively. And so don't leave home without it, and you will be prepared. So the next thing I want to talk about is maybe how you want to add the next step, right? So you've shared with them, your friends, you've been texting each other, your Facebook friends, and that's another tip I wanted to share, and I forgot to say that, is one of the ways I don't even sometimes ask them for their phone numbers anymore. I actually just say, hey, what's your Facebook? I'd love to be friends with you. I was up on a hike on top of the mountain the other day, and I just said, hey, what do you do? Oh, you look like you run triathlons and different things. I didn't share any oils with them. I just built the relationship. So it's not always the first time that you want to necessarily share that oil, unless you're kind of maybe in a different state or something like that, then I can see that. But you can still build the relationship and ship them samples later. You'll know it's right when it's time to share, because you'll feel that feeling of, okay, they are interested. So watch out for that wall that people put up. Don't push past it. And if they have it, it's just like, okay, that's good. I know that it's not the right person. You'll feel the vibe from them. If they're like, whoa, and don't go there. So learn your boundaries. Learn the skill of effective inviting and sharing and becoming a friend. It's simple. It's really just building a friendship. That's the way I look at it. We don't have to go in it thinking that, oh, this is a business and I got to figure out how to like hand them the oil and it's really awkward and stuff. Just be like, hey, we're friends. This is what I do. I love this. If you exude your love for what you do, people want to join you in that. That's super fun when, you see something that somebody loves, you want to join in that adventure with them. And so they're more likely to join you in that. So keep on sharing, keep on, effectively inviting. And so after you share, this is the part that you get to learn how to invite them maybe to the next step. You've shared the oil, you're going to follow up with them. We need to make sure we're following up all the time, every single time that we are sharing with somebody. Call them back, talk to them, text them, Facebook message them, like their page on Facebook or whatever it is, and communicate with them. Don't just be about the business. Another thing we can do is something called text blitzing. And that's where we get to send a text and it's like, hey, this is like my follow-up, right? So on the text blitzing, there's these text bubbles. And you can actually read it right on there. It's super easy. All you have to say is, hey, Sarah, I know you've been interested in getting some essential oils. I shared with you the other day. If you actually, enroll with me today, because you've been sharing, right? This is not like just like one time you shared. This is like a few touches. I think it's really powerful if we have a few different touches. It's very crucial, actually, unless you know that they're in it. I'm done. I want this, right? And so just, ask them, hey, you get this free this, or I have this class to go to. I want to invite you to this training that we're having at my house, or a lunch and learn, or one-on-one, or an aroma touch, or a chakra balancing. There's lots of different ways to share oils. There's not just one way, and it's whatever calls your name. You don't have to do something that you don't necessarily feel comfortable with, but yet learn and step into that uncomfort, and that's how we're going to grow, right? And so keep on doing that. There's actually a fun way to get all the contacts that you have. So hopefully you've got 50 to 100 contacts that you've built over this experience with the launch program. And you can actually get all those people and maybe even do this yourself, or you have a big team that you bring to your house together, or you could do it over Facebook and you can schedule it once a month, that you have these text blitzing days. And you just spend 30 minutes and just having all your contacts that you've been making, all the people that you have shared with recently, people that maybe have come to a class and they want to enroll now, but they haven't quite yet, right? So there's different places that people are in. So those are the types of texts that you would ask. So another one would be like, hey, how did the class go? I would love for you to, come over to my house and we can talk about the business opportunity. I know you expressed interest. There's lots of ways that you can text, but if you schedule a certain amount of time, 30 minutes, and do all these texts to all your friends and contacts, you will be able to have an amazing experience because you're going to get texts back. Some people might say no, some people might say yes. And so keep on doing it and don't get discouraged over the no's, because that just means that you are getting better and you are contacting more and more people. And so keep that in mind. And, remember that we want to create momentum, and this is about creating momentum. Did you know that 90% of texts are read within the first 3 minutes? So remember that you're going to get a lot more eyes on their phones, and if some people you'll know if they read it or not if you have an iPhone, and you'll see if they want to respond or not. And so you don't want to be annoying and keep on texting them over and over. Give them a couple days before you text them again. But this is just a great skill, great way to be able to effectively grow your business in fast momentum. So keep it up. talk to your upline if they have any more tips. Even if you want to gather a group of friends together and do this as a party, have snacks, bring people over, have a blast, enjoying this time to build your business. And remember, at the end of the day, it's really about your passion. It's really about the heart of why you're doing this. And it's not just about getting people in the door and different things like that. It's really about changing their lives, and helping them to have amazing experiences with these oils. And maybe it's that they need a financial, help. And so keep that in mind as you're doing this, is that you're doing a service at the same time of building your business. Keep it up. You're doing great, and have an awesome time texting and sharing effectively.